Hey class, I'm going to show you how to set up a sound system 101. This is pretty simple, it's going to be a pretty simple setup. This won't be that long. So in case you guys want to do tech for anything for next year in production 2, then you would know how to set up the sound equipment. Step 1 in this setup is make sure you have all your equipment that you need for the setup. Step 2 would be get your speaker stands if you're using speaker stands. We normally do not use speaker stands at the high school since we have monitors. For the speaker stand, I will show you how to set these up one simple step. Now there's one process to this and it's real easy. All you do is grab your speaker stand, untighten the last knob, spread your legs out so then you get pretty much a good T just like that. Then tighten it back up. Then you can unlatch this part, raise it up a teeny bit, not as much because you're going to be going over a crowd. Put your pin in it, lock your pin in, make sure it sits, and tighten it back down. That's step 2, and you'll do that for the same other side too. The next thing to do in this tutorial is to set your speakers up. That would be step 3. Set your speakers on the speaker stand just like this. You grab your speaker with the handle on the top, put your hand at the bottom, you walk over, and you place it on just like that. It sits there steadily. Make sure no one comes over and maybe hits it by mistake. If someone does hit it, it could possibly fall. So that's step 3 of how setting up your speakers. It's the same step for the other side too. Alright guys, this is step 4 of how to set up a sound system. Next, you need your speaker cables. These are 1/4-inch speaker cables for these speakers. There's different types of cable called Speak-On. Speak-On is for like a more high-powered amp or more high-powered speaker. These are low-powered so they can take a 1/4-inch cable. I will show you how to plug in one of these cables. Alright, this is how you plug in this 1/4-inch cable. Some of these have a right angle and some of these have a straight angle. You can use either one on these speakers. I use the straight angle on the speaker and use my right angle on the mixer. So with this, all you gotta do is, let me zoom you in some. You would take this connector into the back of your speaker, just like that. And then anything else you could do, maybe if you have a powered speaker, you would plug in a power cable to the back of your speaker to supply it power. Some speakers are not powered from an amp, but some have amps built into your speakers. So you would power it with the speaker's amp. You would not use a external amp to power a speaker that's already powered. That would blow your speaker, and it would cause a fire. So you would not ever want to do that. So next in this tutorial, you will get your mixer and your audio device. Your mixer is what controls your volume from your audio device and controls how loud your speakers are. So you take the 2 1/4-inch cables that we plugged into each speaker. You plug one into the right and then one to the left speaker. Then after that, you can plug in your power cable. You just get your standard IEC power cable. You plug one into the back, and then you plug the other end to your extension cord. Now for your audio, if you want to have music playing or you want a microphone is just you get one simple XLR cable, and you plug that into the mic and plug that into your input source. Sometimes you have a stage snake, and sometimes you have a panel on the wall. Your panels on the wall handle all your inputs and they send it up to your mixer. Like at the high school we have the booth. All the inputs from the stage go up to the booth and I can control all your volumes up there. So then you take a simple XLR, which is a 3-pin XLR cable. You plug that into whatever channel you want. I'm plugging into channel 1. Make sure all your volumes and stuff are turned down before powering up your system. Open your what sound source you're doing. I'm running through a DI box. You don't have to do this, but it's recommended. So I have a 1/4-inch to 3.5. I plug that into my computer. Now I will show you what to do when you get your system powered up. On the back of your amplifier, there is a on and off switch. You flick your switch on, then you get some lights and stuff that tell you like, oh, your system's on. If you don't know if your system's on, always check. So now you can turn your computer on or your phone, and we're just going to go through a song and play a song, and I can show you what to do after that. So, with that, let's do one of these. Make sure you turn your master at 12 o'clock. And just like that, we got audio coming out. Very simple setup. It's a very simple setup for anyone to figure it out. If I was not at the school one day, someone could figure this out easily. So, then, after teardown, it's the same way as you set up. Unplug all your cables, wrap them up in a over and under turn, which I will show you that, so how to wrap your cables up shortly. I'm going to show you how to hook up a microphone. You'll get your basic XLR microphone and a XLR to quarter inch. This is a XLR to quarter inch. Normally you will use a XLR cable only. So with your male end, on the back there's a female end. You plug that into your mic and you gotta make sure it gets in and you hear the click. Sometimes you will not hear the click and you gotta make sure. If it won't click, always grab a different cable and try again. If it's the cable or you think it's the mic, try a different mic. So then you would take your quarter-inch cable and plug it in to one of your channels on your mixer. After you plugged into one of your channels on the mixer, I will show you what to do next. On your mixer, there's different input sources. There's a mic level, there's a line level, there's a switch to. You switch it from line to your mic. Then there's guitars and all that. You just do the same thing. You turn your mic on. You go check, check, check. Until you get sound coming out of your mic. When you get sound coming out of your mic, you know you got a good signal and your mic is working good. Wireless mics are a bit different because you get the handheld and you get the ones we use for the plays. Handhelds, you have to turn a switch on and you don't have to mess with the board at all. It's preset. So that's the good thing about those at the high school. Next, I will show you what to do in case you get confused and your mixer is not working. So now, if you're sitting there and you have your mic and stuff and you're going check, 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 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're doing that and you have no audio coming out, make sure your fader or your knob has enough volume. If not, check your master volumes. You check your master volumes, you see, that was turned down. I turn that on. Check 1, 2, 1, 2, check, check. You have a mic now. It's very simple. Then on some mixers you have a EQ on it. I would never mess with the EQ. Sometimes I have it preset for you guys, or I set it when we do mic checks and it stays like that. You can mess with your EQs on like your mic and stuff if you have a little bit too much bass, like check, check, check. Now there's just highs coming out. That's pretty dang simple to set up, and it's a very simple way to set up a mixer. Now for your music source, you will be using this kind of a box. This is a direct input box, so it gives you your quarter inch in and an XLR out with a ground. So if you hear a hum, you flick your ground switch on, it'll take ground out. So you take your two left and right quarter inches, you plug one into the one side, and then your other one to that side. You take your XLR cable, go into your source, just like this, and plug that in. You will hear a click on that, and it latches. You can set that behind your computer, and then you can go to your computer. We'll do Sweet Caroline, and then you go to do Sweet Caroline, and then you have no audio. Always check your audio on your computer. Sometimes it will be turned down. I know you guys can't see my screen, and sometimes your audio will be turned down. Always use your volume keys to turn it up. On your mixer, since we're using channel 1 for our computer, you will slowly turn that up as much as you think you need it. Just like that. You never want to have it too loud in there so you guys can't hear each other. If you get it too loud, sometimes if you have a video playing or you have a guest speaker that wants music in the background, you can't hear your guest speaker, or you can't hear it exactly. So, it's set up different ways for different people at the same time. You always got to do adjusting to how you set your stuff up. Right there, guys, that is the basic way to set up a mixer 101. Very simple, very easily. I can always teach you guys in class if you guys want to know how to set up a mixer again. It's very simple and very easy. I hope we can get some people to do Tech Olympics with me next year, and we'll have a lot more time to practice. I will teach you guys a lot of things, and I hope you guys will learn a lot of things of
Okay
how
guys,
to do
I
this kind
totally
of stuff. Forgot how to show you how to wrap a cable, the easiest way and the proper way to do it. For a cable, you would not just go like this. For a cable, you would go over and under, just like this, until you get to the end of it. When you get to the end, I will show you how easy it is to unwrap the cable. So then after that, you can just let it all go down, and it does not go in a knot. That's the proper way to wrap a cable, the easiest way. So then again, you over, flip your hand, under it, over, under. That's how you properly wrap a cable every single time you gotta do something. It's the easiest way to, and it's the proper way. Miss Campfield will tell you how to wrap a cable. If she sees you doing it the wrong way, or I see you doing it the wrong way, I will have you restart over and wrap it the proper way. So then you can put your Velcro all over it, wrap it over until you get to the other side, grab it, and you have a nice wrapped up coiled cable. Always hang these back up into the tech closet. If I don't say hang them in the tech closet, then I will hang them up and make sure they're in the correct place.